I have really exciting news to share. And that is that I have finally decided the metric by which I'm going to gauge my success in life. Are you interested, life partner, to know what that is?
I am, but I need to open the door because it's hot.
Okay. I've decided that the way I'm going to measure my success is the moment that I am seen in the professional rock climbing world, the way Drake is seen in the NBA.
Oh, I didn't. I wasn't expecting it to go Drake NBA.
Yeah, like, I don't need to be an amazing rock climber. I just need to be...
You just need enough money to be able to hang out with them in the locker room and have the same exact sweatsuit as if you're part of the team.
Exactly.
But there's absolutely no way you're part of the team. And
Exactly.
for some reason, as a culture, we just accept it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, here comes Drake with fucking LeBron.
Exactly. That's going to be me. I'm just like, people are going to be like, why does Will Juergens have the Slovenian flag draped around his shoulders in this post-competition celebration? And everyone's like, why is he in the hugging circle of like, oh, like all the competitors are hugging each other, and all of a sudden I'm just there, like, giving them all hugs, like, yeah, you did good this time. I saw that drop knee. That was a good drop knee.
Wait, do it like Drake. I saw that drop knee.
I don't know if I have a Drake impersonation, just, I don't know, I don't have a Drake.
Well,
Well, when he's talking normal, he actually is kind of like...
Yeah.
I would not suggest going for that car insurance rate.
Right.
But when he I can't even do it.
Yeah.
When he slips into it, he's like, yeah, I'm Drake.
I tapped into that 10%.
But yeah, I just wanted to let everybody know that. I want to let you, as my partner, know that as well. That is, from here on out, going to be the way I gauge my success. This is PodTalk ColorCast.
This is PodTalk ColorCast. ColorCast.
There weren't any signs out. How was Bree supposed to know the laundry machine isn't free to the guest? Anxiety. I woke up early because Oregon is in a record high heat wave right now, and I wanted to actually go to the hot springs. I drank some weed tea, anticipating a relaxing start of my day. Mind rise and sunrise. I didn't put on any bug spray. I'm in my pseudo-hippie phase, probably because my environment is rubbing off on me. Yesterday I was walking across the field to the hot springs and noticed that I was standing on a swarm of ground-nested bees. I fled, because when I was a boy I mowed over a bee's nest and they stung a path up the side of my leg all the way to my cooch.
Do you see those bees?
That's the owner yelling across the field. Yeah?
Those are special bees. They only live on top of hot springs and they're non-aggressive. Sometimes I come out here and just lay on top of them and fall asleep just to get that bee buzz, you know what I mean? They've never stung anyone in the whole time I've owned this wait, this lawn looks terrible. I wonder who mowed this.
I think the random strips of unmowed grass kind of looks cool. Just treat it like an intentional aesthetic choice.
Now, this is not good lawnmower deck management, man. I gotta talk to someone.
Oh, well, thanks for telling me about the bees. It actually very much so diffuses my fear towards them.
Great. Hey, Steve! Who's on mowing duty this week?
Anyways, I didn't put on bug spray. So, early morning, mind rise, sunrise, relaxation. Buzzing around my head. But I'm not scared of bees anymore. I'll keep my energy neutral and let them suss me out. Bees don't care about me if I'm not a threat, and that's actually the problem with humanity and how we treat the rest of our ecosystem. We assume that just by existing, other species want to hurt us, and we don't even consider that we could all just peacefully live side by side.
Ow, what the fuck?
There's a dead horsefly in my hand. Also, 2 mosquitoes latched into my arms. I feel like being overly harmonious with nature is kind of disingenuous, right? Like, should I let mosquitoes suck my blood because I don't need all of it? I mean, mosquitoes literally, like, they have survived this long by not being harmonious with their environment. But humans kind of make that argument, like, well, I mean, it's not like humans are harmonious with their environment by any stretch of imagination. I'm just saying, like hippies. It's possible I'm not identifying it correctly, though, Because come to think of it, that same camp that I was at, I walked behind the property a little bit and found, like, some altar with, like, a bunch of skeleton. Well, it was like one altar. It was like this big circular, like, transmutation circle. It's a Full Metal Alchemist reference, if any of you have seen that. But, like, there's this circle, and it was a spiral, and then right in the middle of it was, like, a rib cage, like a spine and a rib cage. It was like the chest of an animal, and I couldn't tell if it was like a cow or a deer or a human. I don't really know, but they weren't hiding. They weren't. I booked it out of there. I'll say that much. I was walking ollie, and we got out of there as quick as we could because it was kind of creepy. But that being said, it's not like it was right behind the main bathhouse, and the guy who checked me in told me that I could walk back there, so I don't think they were trying to hide it. I don't think they would just have a human skeleton on display, would they? That seems like it would be a bit dumb. But maybe they rely on the fact that someone stumbling upon it would think it was dumb. And I don't know, regardless, there's obviously I don't think it's as cut and dry as I initially said, of like, oh, hippies just want everything to be harmonious and XYZ. I guess the thing that really strikes me as interesting about it, though, is the fact that, like, there are quite a few creatures besides humans that survive by fucking over other creatures. We really aren't the only ones. Not to excuse it, but there is an element of the animal kingdom that just kind of exists in Hunter be Hunted, isn't there? Think about the fact that mosquitoes, every time they latch into your arm, they're taking the risk that you're going to be quick enough to kill them. And you normally are. Like, realistically, if you feel yourself getting bit and you look down and there's a mosquito on your arm, like, you normally end up killing them. Because they aren't faster.
Something else your way that relates to insects?
Sure.
It's interesting to me that I feel like mosquitoes fly slow, so you can catch them and kill them really quick. But flies are tricky. They're fast. When I try to kill a fly, I feel like I'm a titan, and they're the scouts.
Yeah.
So that's weird. That's been tripping me out a lot lately, because my body movements are so slow compared to how fast they are that it's like, ooh, it's like slow motion.
Feels pretty good when you get one out of the air, though, huh?
Yeah, Ollie and I have created a team. I guess you didn't talk about the farm yet, though.
No. Actually, I'll probably talk about that now. Because we were on a farm, and we left for, like, a couple hours, and we got back, And there were over 100 flies
Over
in our
definitely.
RV. We opened the door and it was like a plague.
Actually, for anybody who's ever seen that scary ass movie, The Poltergeist, you know when the freaking priest goes up to the attic and he gets attacked by flies? I swear Satan was summoning this RV with how many flies were in it. I mean, it was... I can't even describe to you how repulsive it is. It was. And something in my mind just snapped. Ching! And I was ready to kill. But like I said, my movements are too slow to catch them. I've noticed my hands are too small, but if I get a towel, or if I get Ollie's snake, that's a toy, that's probably like 2.5 inches thick, ooh, I'm like Karate Kid with that. But it did take a hot minute to get them all out.
This episode seems like it's all about bugs. You recorded... I have other audio of you talking about bugs here. I don't know... I don't remember what it is, but I see a file in here that just says Bree and Bug. I'm gonna play it for them.
When was it made?
I don't know, it doesn't say the date. But I'm gonna play it for them right now, because I'd be pretty intrigued if I were them as to what that
I'm pretty
clip
intrigued.
is.
I'm kind of nervous.
That shit is buzzing. It's absolutely buzzing. Put him up, Ollie. He acts like such a tough boy, like he wasn't scared of the wobble dog. But you would never know that. Look. Ah!
What do you have to say, Ollie?
Brrr.
The whole planet's listening?
He says, I will beat my mother up.
Alright.
Live on the air.
Are you actually live?
I'm not live, but I'm recording.
I was getting chased by a fly the other day. I was trying to punch it, honestly. I saw this video of this little girl and she punched one of the cicadas in the face and it fell. So I was trying to punch this fly and I was too slow. And I felt like I was a titan and the fly was the scouts. Is that what they're called?
Swear we've been here before. Swear we've been here before.
I want so many things, such as for the hairstyles of the late 1700s, think Revolutionary War, to be in vogue. And so I am going to use the power that I have, may it be great or small, to try to make that happen. The problem is I'm also simultaneously trying to destroy the idea of things being in vogue. So those kind of work against each other, don't they? Maybe it's a good thing I'm not an influencer, because I'd be influencing people in opposite directions constantly. Well, I'm glad we got that squared away. Did you know Brie and I make animated shorts sometimes? We put them on a YouTube channel called PK Wolf Dog. I mean, the visuals, watching the videos is definitely the best way to consume it, but one of the most recent ones we made was about a bee that falls in love with a bear. And I figured since this episode has a lot of bug imagery, maybe the audio for that would be nice here. So check her out.
I'm in love with a bear with beautiful claws. I bring you cups of honey if I wasn't scared of breaking your heart. Every day after work, I sleep to extend. I'm running out of reasons why it's not a lot to me.
Can I tell you something random?
That's the sound of the microphone turning in your direction.
Do you edit the podcast that stuff you don't want in it will just go out, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But by saying that, you've pretty much guaranteed that that's going to be in.
Well, it's not even important.
Okay.
Can I tell you something random? Do you edit the podcast that stuff you don't want in it will just go out, right?
No, there's no turning back.
Can I tell you something random? Do you edit the podcast that stuff you don't want in it will just go out, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I was trying to punch this fly, and I was too slow. And I felt like I was a titan, and the fly was the scouts. Is that what they're called?
Swear we've been here before.
Yeah. And that's this week's episode of PodTalk ColorCast. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope it, did something for you in some kind of way. This one was kind of random, all over the place, but I'm experimenting with season 2. Just trying out some different things. So I appreciate feedback if you got it. I appreciate communication. Or this, dang, I have this sample turned up way too loud. Yeah, that's a lot better. I can actually think. I can hear myself thinking. I guess I could have added the music after I recorded, but it feels kind of nice to talk to it. So yeah, this is what you get. This is what you get this week. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned. We'll be trying a bunch of new stuff. Au revoir and hors d'oeuvres.